Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. Is that a 9 or a 6? That's a 9. Almost got fooled. Uh-oh. Get back in here. Back to the drawing board. That's the 6. See that? That's the 9. Goodbye, 9. So before I start making my coffee, today I'm going to make a coffee latte. I can't really see. Let's see, I don't have the lights on. My eyes are really sore today, so I can't have too much light on. And it's a pain in the butt, believe you me. But you know, you can't expect that you're going to go on a journey across the world and you're not going to flare in something somewhere at some point when you have chronic autoimmune illness. So it is what it is, right? So let me take my actual 6 and glue it right off. Let's have a look at what we got today. So we have Tex-Mex. What? Oh, it's Mexican chocolate. Texas pecan and Mexican chocolate. Wow. That's different. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, my milk is heated. I moved it over here so you guys could see better because it is later over here, coffee here, and then I'll just start scooping my foam and my heated milk. It didn't really foam up as much. I think I'm gonna put it back on the foamer. I might have had too much milk in there. Okay. Well, the things with these things is they're not gonna heat up more. I put it on, it ran for about 2 seconds, and so it won't be as frothy as, but who cares? I'll just pour the rest of the milk into here and put this in the fridge if there's more milk left and do it later again. So here we go. Don't overflow. That's enough. There. I will put this in the fridge and I'll get some cinnamon for my coffee. There we go. A little bit of cinnamon. Oh, it smells delicious. And we have a couple of biscuits. Richard made biscuits yesterday because we're out of homemade bread. And I've got some biscuits and my homemade crabapple jelly. So that sounds yum, doesn't it? So I'm going to go enjoy this. The spare room since Ozzy was in here. So it needs a little bit of straightening up, but not too bad because as you know, this comes out into a queen size bed. So I'll clean it up. But I'm glad the closet is open because everything in here, down here, are my decorations for Christmas, Halloween, and such. What is that crochet thing up there? Do you guys see that right here? What would that be? Let me pull it out. So it's a beautiful crocheted blanket, but then when I fold it in half, I noticed it has a little tear in it. I'm going to fix that because that's minor. Like it's double the width or height of this. Very nice. Lovely. Let me check on my plants. Oh, look at my African violet. Beautiful. You guys are quite dry. Let's give you a little drinky poo. And give you a drinky poo. What I did with this African violet is I pulled all the dead, I had forgotten about it, and I pulled all the dead flowers and everything dead off of it. And it's just thriving and it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? This is for stuffing chickens. Yeah, I got to get in here and straighten up, and I just took all these books down from up there. Chicken, scissors. You know when you gotta start tidying up, putting things where they want to go. But doesn't that look pretty? And I absolutely love this Swedish cup set. Oh, I love it. I watched Cecilia on who lives in Svalbard, which is north above the Arctic Circle. And she had that mug, and it's a little saucer, sort of, like for a sandwich or something. Look at this. I had to find it, and I did. I love it. I've only used it once. Crazy purchase, but I do like it. It's very, very charming. So I got to come in here today and straighten up. And then I'm going to pull out what I can pull out. I have Christmas ornaments out of the closet there. Yeah. That's my plan, Stan. So I'm going to go finish my cappuccino. It's really nice out. I really, 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 really want to go to the Dollar Tree, but I have to measure how much energy coins I have, and do I really need to go to the Dollar Tree? Absolutely not. Do I want to go to the Dollar Tree? Absolutely yes. Oh, I gotta stretch my socks out. There. That's what these are. These socks I made, they were washed in cold water by hand and then hung to dry, but they shrunk a little bit. So I just misted them with water. They're wet but not dripping. And then I've got the stretcher set to my foot size. And then they should just dry to my size. That should work. I love those socks. I don't know why, but I do. First time I tried striped socks and fancy little designs. I'm into that lately. Which is why I tried those banana socks as a different pattern. It's not as boring. Try something different. So, okay, that's done. Tick. You know, whenever I do Vlogmas, I always think I'm not going to have enough content, especially on the days when I'm not feeling full of energy or, you know, it's just sort of an ordinary day. But then I thought when I saw that blanket, I should get some mending done. So Richard, I swear, has scissors in the bottom. He's Richard Scissor Feet. In the bottom, I'll knit him socks. But there's always, like, look, holes in them. This one's been mended before. I don't know why this guy's not too bad. I get him. I must say, though, he wears them every day, which is so nice. So I'm going to use that to mend those. And then these ones, not exactly sure what is wrong with these guys. Let's have a look. They've been mended once before, you see that? And, oh, here they go, the toes up in there. These are a few years old. And I mean, it really is nice that he wears the socks I wear him. And knitted socks inadvertently do wear out, but see, they've been patched before. So I'm going to use this brown here for these guys, I think. Yeah, I'll use, is it brown? I have a yellowy one. I guess, do you know what? It doesn't matter. And then for that blanket over there, I'm going to use this white. So I'll do that last. And then I have got my, why have I got black? Was it for these? It couldn't have been because they are not black. I must have something else here I was mending. These are not, well, yeah, black could work for these. Maybe I'll use black instead. Now, where is my tool? I'm sure you guys know how these work, right? You turn the sock inside out and then you feed it over top of this, I forget what they're called. Let me do it. It looks like that. And then I will often take my little scissors here and trim away all these raggedy edges before I start. And what I typically do is weave it. Let me see if we can find one on a heel where I've woven it. And that tends to last a lot longer. Yeah, look at this heel. You can see it's been woven like back and forth and back and forth. See? And it just lasts so much longer when you're mending. So I'm going to watch the movie Mary. This is Mary, the mother of Jesus. And it's new on Netflix 2024. And it's from the perspective of when her mother Anne and her mother Anne was barren and couldn't have a child. Father went out into the desert and prayed and fasted, and he saw Angel Gabriel, and Gabriel told him, I'm going to give you a child, and it will be a girl, and you will name her Mary. And then he said, but you have to promise to bring her to a house of God when she's, like a teenager, I guess, to be sort of trained in the Word of God. And so this fellow here saw her washing some clothes in a river, and that's Joseph. And he found out she was the son of, I forget her dad's name. So he went there and he said, I don't know what it was, but when I saw her and we talked, I was just in such love with her. So he's asking to marry her. She isn't pregnant yet, so she's still about maybe 15 years old. And sidebar, look at my rainbows. Oh my, I love them. One little tiny prism like that little teeny ball there can shed so many rainbows in a room. Look at that. Even over there. And if you ever wanted to give someone a simple, inexpensive, delightful Christmas gift in a pretty little wrapping, a prism on a chain, it's just the gift that every sun around 3, the sun shines on that. And my entire bedroom is always full of rainbows. Like, what more could a person want? I think it's beautiful. It's a reminder to me, I think I'm going to get some prisms and give them to people. I love them, and they don't have to be big. You can see how little that one is. So anyway, I digress. I'm going to go back to my movie and get all this mending done. Right here in my lap. And this is the size of the needle I use, so it's pretty big. I don't know if it's focusing. You can see that. I don't know why my phone, since I got a new phone, it just focuses so differently. There you go. So that's the needle I'm using. Got a really wide eye, so that's good. Okay. So I finished mending Richard's socks, and these ones have been mended. This is the third mending, so there might be some black in there, but oh well, they're on the bottom. Nobody sees that. And these ones are all done. You can't even tell. Look at that. Some big holes in here. And I also mended this blankie. And I can't even see where, oh, there, right there. See? So that's good feeling to get all these 3 things all done. Yay, yay, yay. So these are clean, but the blanket, it should be clean because it was up in that closet, just shoved up there. So it'll be all ready for that bed, all cozy. Now time to eat supper, and we're having Bengal chicken from yesterday that I had already made. Oh, Richard brought me a plate up here. He knows how exhausted I am, and I'm trying to fake that I'm feeling great, and I honestly am not. I should get the tray, but look, that's what it looks like. Those chicken thighs that I was cooking yesterday, see? And when I used thick and chunky salsa or homemade salsa. This is homemade, but because what it does is it makes it look like you chopped up all these lovely vegetables and put them in your sauce when all you did was dump in thick and chunky salsa. And see the meat's just coming off the bone. See that? So delicious. And a salad. Perfect sup, hey? That's why if you have an opportunity, if you're feeling kind of crappy and you know your week's going to be kind of, make 2 meals at once. If you got to heat up the kitchen, dirty up the stove and the pots, just do 2 things at one time. So I'm going to go chow down. So before I end this short Vlogmas, I just woke up from a nap. I just wanted to recommend a couple of movies to you. Okay, Meet Me Next Christmas. I think that's what it's called on Netflix. I give it a 12 out of 5. It was that enjoyable. If you like the group Pentatonics, the a cappella singing group, it just makes it that much better. It's so good, wholesome, feel good, wonderful Christmas movie. Meet Me Next Christmas. So good. So good. And the second one was different kind of movie. It's on Netflix, and it's called Snow Sister, and it's a foreign film. So often foreign films, the way their story is told and the way the direction of the movie is different than what we're used to, but still a very touching, poignant story. It was one of those soft, quiet, bittersweet kind of stories, but I really, really enjoyed it. Of course, when they talk, their mouths are moving, but it's not the same. But that does not take away from the movie at all. It's called Snow Sister. Excellent movie. The last one I will review is simply called Mary. They're all on Netflix. And it's the story of Mary, the mother of Jesus. But it's Mary's story as coming from her parents. The mother was barren, couldn't get pregnant, all of that story when she grew up, and then how she met Joseph and how the relationship, and it made it a little bit more realistic, although nothing changed. None of the story was different, but it was just more like, oh yeah, I bet that's what happened, So I give that 5 stars too, and it was on Netflix. And although it's not your typical Christmas movie, it still is a Christmas movie because it's all about Christ and his birth. So yeah. So with that note, those 3 movies I'm reviewing, I'm going to say farewell and good night. And we'll see you all tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 7.